absolute scammage crap kit.
We all know that guava juice products are some of the best craft kits out there. So guava juice, obviously I was sarcastic, obviously. Let us try and get along today. You still have a few more days before the end of 2018 so that we can try and get you a good score. Can you do that? Can you have a good product out there? The answer is I highly doubt it. But, let's try and be optimistic because this week, we're going to be taking a look at Guava Juice's DIY bath bomb kit. I've been heavily disappointed at every single Guava Juice product, so I don't know if this one is going to be any different. Again, I highly doubt it. But we must stay hopeful because we are the people of the salt. We are not hopeful. We always go in with a healthy amount of skepticism. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. If you're looking to build gorgeous websites with nothing to patch or download, I'll give you more information on that at the end of this video. This week's shoutouts go to Julia and Sam, who sent this amazing Tsuyu drawing, Peculiar Starstruck, Madison H1027, Madison really found all of my fandoms, Shoe Illustrated, and Pigment Pig. If you want a shout out in my Friday videos, don't forget to hashtag Nerdification Squad in the comment section below within the first 45 minutes of a video's release, or hashtag NerdECrafter on Instagram or Twitter anytime with any of your creations. Alright, so the biggest disappointment for me when it comes to Guava Juice is the inconsistency and the false promises. There hasn't been a time where I have not felt misled by any of these Guava toys. So just to be clear, one of the other times when I actually bought a bath bomb box just like this one, except it was blue, and I had paid so much money, wasted so much money. And all it turned out to be was just bath bombs. It wasn't a DIY kit, it just was so misleading because it was sold in the exact same looking box. But this time it is a DIY bath bomb. So make sure, in case this kit is good, you know, to make sure to look for DIY, not the shape of the box. So without further delay, let's see what we get inside. Oh my god! You guys can see right away I'm starting to get just a little triggered because I am starting to remember the actual Karina Garcia bath bomb kit. And the reason I'm saying that is because both Karina Garcia and Guava Juice use the same company, which is known as Brandable, to do their products. And if you want to compare, the packaging is exactly the same, down to the font color and everything. The weight of the products is slightly different, so we're gonna take a look at that after. So here's what we get: citric acid, sea salt, baking soda, cornstarch, colored tablets, 3 different molds, a sphere, duck, and an elephant, as well as 3 different scents. Strawberry, which smells like snozberries, smells like strawberry. Apple, which smells like apple dish soap. And mint, which I'm not gonna complain about because I think if you smell minty, that's pretty fresh, which doesn't smell like mint. It smells very, very faintly of mint. So kind of like a candy cane that you may have left outside for a year, and then the smell of it is still kind of there. All right, so this kit cost me $20 US. Let's do a little calculation and see the actual value of the items in that box. So I say time to do me some calculations. So essentially, if we were to buy these items on our own, and I'm not talking hardcore wholesale, it would cost you about $7.71. Again, one of the biggest cons that I find about these products when it comes to the Brandable is whether you're supporting Karina Garcia or Guava Juice, it's the same company. So if you really just want bath bombs, it would be better, I'm just saying, to pick up your own stuff. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because I like to do that. It's like I'm from the future or something. Let's go ahead and play with this product and see what kind of bath bombs we're gonna get. I have a feeling they're gonna ask us to do oil, and then the water's gonna get gross. Why am I getting ahead of myself? Stop. For those of you who are fanboys or fangirls, before you go,
You did it wrong, and that's why you failed.
go ahead and pause the video and feel free to read the instructions that I'm gonna follow to the T. Alright, the first thing we're gonna do is put all the wet ingredients, which include color tablets, vegetable oil, water, and scent. Now it's time for the dry ingredients. But let's take a moment to appreciate how they really took us into consideration by making resealable bags for the powdered items. about 15 minutes because, you know, recording, doing things on the side, and all that measuring. And still, come here, buddy, our tablet has not fully dissolved. Right here, see? And my guess, the reason is that it has a hard time dissolving is because we have oil mixed in with the water. So technically, in essence, the instructions really should have told us to just melt it in water first and then add the oil, because I'm kind of getting annoyed at waiting for this. So I'm just gonna try and crush it. I'm just gonna add it in there because this is so annoying, come on. All right, so now we're gonna mix it. I'm gonna put my dry stick away onto the wet stick. So they tell us pretty much to just add it in slowly. So let's do that very slowly. I'm always worried that this stuff is just gonna activate. Maybe they should have included like a fork or something. All right, I'm just gonna go in manually. So I did put the apple scent in there, but it smells very faintly of apple scent. Oh, it's sizzling. I don't know if you guys can hear that. All right, so let's continue so it doesn't go bad. I just want to be very clear that as I'm packing this, it feels like it's activated and it's just getting fizzier and fizzier, even though I did go very slowly.
I didn't do magic.
It's really just getting fluffier and fluffier. So I'm really worried now that it is actually activated and there's just nothing I can do about it, even though I did go slowly. Yeah, it's activated. Look at that. See, I can't make this stuff up. I followed the instructions to the letter. Yeah, I'm trying to push it back in, but all it's doing is separating. And something similar happened with the Karina Garcia kit. It's not a kit that you can work with in terms of being foolproof, or at least working properly when it should. Because if, as an adult, I actually followed the instructions to the letter, and this happens, can you imagine a kid who may have put just a little bit of everything a little more? Yeah, this is activated. All right, here we go. Try number 2. Let's look at guava juice. I feel like he's mocking me right now. He's like, look at me. I can make bath bombs, but you can't. Because if try number 2 doesn't work, it means their measurements in the instructional sheet is completely off. This is the last time I'm giving this a try, and I'm going to be mixing it with a spoon this time so that you guys don't say it was the stick's issue. Leave the stick out of this. Guava juice, get out of here. Oh my God. All right, let's do this properly. Gonna mix everything here. And let's go in nice and easy. In the instructions, by the way, they don't say with what to mix it. I just see in the picture that it does have the picture of a spoon. So I assume the spoon is the right way. I'm hoping. I actually did put less liquid this time. So I'm hoping. My arms are getting so tired. How's a kid supposed to do this? It still sounds like it is fizzing, so my guess is after stirring it for about 3 minutes, the consistency might be off again. And this time I did put less water and less oil, so I don't know what's going on. Let me mix it a little better with my hands. And the worst thing is the instructions said to add more water if needed. I put less water this time, and it's not even like wet sand, it's just like crumbly sand. So I don't even know what's going on here. I'm getting so frustrated. Bring back to zen. Okay, let's try to make the sphere again. I'm not gonna add more water. I have a feeling they didn't even give us enough to fill the spheres properly, because we're supposed to pack it hardcore, but it's barely being packed. There we go, not so packed. Yeah, it's supposed to overflow, but neither of these is overflowed with the amount that was given. You know what's the other thing I didn't put in there, which I think might be helping the consistency a little more? The scent. I didn't put any scent in there, because now I'm starting to think that the scents are the things that are ruining it. All right, so here we are 15-ish minutes later. Because the instruction sheet itself doesn't tell you how long to keep it in the mold. It just says, once you're finished filling and pressing, remove it 1/2 at a time. The only thing it says is wait 2 hours before enjoying. So I have to unmold it, then wait 2 hours, and then use it. So let's go ahead and unmold it. I gave it 15 minutes. If this is anything like the Karina Garcia one, it means that it's just going to break apart because they don't give you any kind of technique, no learning ability. Am I supposed to tap it with a spoon? Because most of you grains told me you should tap it with a spoon. I could technically do that because that is the correct way to do it, but if I'm getting a kit and I don't know how to make it, I'm gonna follow the instructions by taking half off at a time. And that's what I'm gonna do. And there you go. That's exactly what happened. Because we didn't overfill, we didn't have enough, we followed the instructions and it didn't give us enough. We need to test this in water because that's the whole point. I'm just not gonna waste any more of my time with this. Let's try and tap it. All right, let's just bring it to the tub. I'm done with this kit. Well, nice of you to join me into the bathtub. Let's get some bubblies. All right, I don't want to remove them from here. I'm just gonna keep them and let them fizz. There you go, buddies. So as you can see here, this is the exact same thing that happened with the Craft City one and also with the Guava Juice Bath Bomb set. We're getting an oily film right on top, and it's not even, that's predictable. I mean, we have oil, but now we're getting this gross oily film, which makes it so that it is dangerous. If any kid is using this and then the water is drained and they have to stand up, my guess, I'm just saying, is that they might slip on this. So it does become a dangerous activity if you're not supervising in case there's just too much oil at the bottom of your tub. Time to find out, is this kit worth it? No. For those of you who've been consuming way too many sweets during the holiday season, the salt on this channel should help balance you out. So for those of you who are new, this is going to be a new way for you to discover yourself. We don't do sweet, we do salty. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the cons as we always do. This kit is just a copy of the Karina Garcia Bath Bomb Kit. Everything down from the font to pretty much the materials inside. The powders that they give us are not in any kind of sealable bag, so good luck trying to put them away and not have them spill all over the place. Especially this kit is made for 8+. It's gonna be a mess. If you were to buy these materials on your own, the value, as you saw, is about $7.70-ish. So really, what's the incentive of getting this if there's really nothing special about it? To transition to the next con, since this one doesn't have anything special about it, you can buy the materials yourself, there's nothing really guava juice-ish about it. So it can't really justify a fandom in this actual kit, other than the fact that he's extremely misleading on how many bath bombs he puts in his bathtub.
10,000 of these!
It's not 10,000. We did the count last time. If Brandable was an actual responsible company, they would have seen that there are many cons to their products many months later. But instead, what they did is they just slapped another YouTuber's face on a product and they're just selling it. Exact same product with a different YouTuber face. You can essentially put anyone's face on. You can put Shane Dawson's face, you can put Philip DeFranco, PewDiePie. People will be like, oh, that's a product. No, it's not. They're just putting different faces on the boxes and selling it as a new product. Scammage. Absolute scammage. The instructions are very incomplete. At some point, they tell you the exact measurements, and then afterwards, they tell you add more water if needed. The instructions should be foolproof, especially considering people getting this don't necessarily have the actual know-how to make bath bombs. The color tablets are not dissolving in the mixture of water and oil. Oh my god, like, why aren't they saying dissolve the tablet in water first and then add oil? Because that took a lot less time when I did it the second way, in my way, which is a logical way. Which goes to show that those people putting the kits together do not test their own products. I'm not impressed right now. I'm looking straight at you. If you're watching this, those who created this product, you need to test your shiznad. In the previous bath bomb kit, many of you were saying how dangerous it actually is to have oily kind of substance in a bathtub. You can slip, it can be gross, it can ruin your pipes. This is not necessarily something you want to have at home. And those of you who also make bath bombs say that it is not necessary to have oil in order to make bath bombs. So I'm just saying what you grains have been saying because you know a lot more than I do about making bath bombs. The second time around, what I did was completely remove the scents because I had a feeling that these scents might be incompatible with the actual product, and it turned out to be the case. Either that or the 50 drops that they suggest, which I put around 30 instead, just something is wrong. Everything tells me that there's a lot of things wrong with the actual instructions, and we're gonna get to that again. Trust me, there's a lot wrong with the instructions. When I followed the instructions to the T, look what happened. Overflowed, it got gross, and it was just puffy. It was activated in the trash. In the trash! Back to the instructions, they don't tell us how long to keep it in the mold before unmolding it. It just says, once you pack it in, unmold it, and then leave it out for 2 hours. Ah, the instructions, the instructions. Oh, instructions, why do you do this to me? With the exact amounts, we did not get enough of the actual mixture to fill a whole sphere. You're supposed to have it sticking out a little bit more, and then when you compact it, a little bit of it should come out from the sides, kind of like, you know, when you put pants on and some stuff comes on the side. But that's not the case. We just put it together, and there was not enough for it to kind of merge and hold on to each other. So the instructions, again, were not enough for the project itself. It's frustrating. I did not have any fun whatsoever putting this kit together just because it was already setting me up for failure. If you wanted to mix colors with the tablets, they do not give you enough. They really just give you 6 of them. So let's say you wanted to make purple or orange. Well, good luck, because you're gonna have some bath bombs with 0 colors. Well, that's if you can make bath bombs with this kit in the first place. To the pros, there really aren't that many. The first pro is that this kit does have better scents than the Craft City. We have apple, we have mint, we have strawberry, not lavender and jasmine. However, it does go with the con of the fact that these scents are just not compatible with the kit. We do get more items than the Craft City, so we do get more grammage of the actual items, but if you're gonna keep messing it up, what's the point? So overall, keeping in mind the fact that these products just didn't work, I did 2 tries and 2 fails with 2 different ways, and the instructions failed me every single time on so many different levels. I give this kit a 0 on 10 dorks. There's just nothing special about it, and I still couldn't get a bath bomb out of it. I know many of you are going to say you can tweak the recipe or you can change the instructions, but I'm following this kit as it's meant to be used and as it's meant to be sold. So if we're going to start modifying things, what's the point of buying a kit? Philosophical question of the day. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. If you don't know what Squarespace is, it is an all-in-one website platform. So if you're looking to make a new shop, for those of you thinking to take your art and craft level to the next level, this website gives you all the tools that you need to build a professional looking website. They have absolutely gorgeous templates that you could just drag and drop, edit, and make it your own. I did that with my SaltEcrafter website, which is full of Easter eggs. And if ever you find yourself to be stuck on anything, they have award-winning 24/7 customer service, so you can call them, ask them questions, and they'll help you where you need it. So if you're looking to start an online store for your arts or crafts, and of course, keeping the commissions for yourself, because we know some other sites take way too heavy commissions, feel free to get your domain or transfer your current one to Squarespace. So if you want to get started today, check the description box below for more information and get 10% off your new domain with squarespace.com/NerdECrafter. Thank you so much for watching, my little grains. I definitely want to let you know that next week I will not be posting a video. I will give myself a 1-week vacation for the first time in 6 years on YouTube. So I will see you back in 2019. I will put the date here of when the first video will be out in 2019. I am so excited. I have so many new projects and new series that I want to start and have fun with you. If you want to watch a salty video, make sure you check it up here. And if you want to watch a crafting video, check it out down here. Until then, I will see you in 2019.